Hi guys, so this will be my first commentary video on YouTube, and I'm gonna do this on one of my favorite, actually my favorite video game system of all time is the TurboGrafx-16. The TurboGrafx-16 was released here in the United States back in 1989 by NEC. It didn't do very well in the market here. It only lasted until 93 or so, and when the NEC decided to pull out. But it did very well in Japan, which is known as the PC Engine. The reason why it didn't do well here in the United States because, of course, of Sega and Nintendo's strong hold at the time on the market, and also because of Nintendo third-party restriction that was put in place here in the States. Basically, what that was that Nintendo didn't allow any third party to release the same kind of game on any other system except, on any system that was released at the time for Nintendo. So, but this rule was not effective in Japan. So, the PC Engine enjoyed a successful lifespan in Japan. It was released 2 years earlier in Japan in 1987. Didn't pull out the market until 97. I even heard until 99 was when the last game was produced. But anyway, it had some really great exclusive title you won't find anywhere else. The original Dracula X, on CD, a couple other CD games, Gate of Thunder, Lords of Thunder, Spigen, really great classic shoot 'em up. I'm not talking about the first-person shoot 'em up you find these days, but talking about the horizontal, vertical scrolling airplane shoot 'em up. They even have a flying man shoot 'em up. That's kind of weird game called Choi Oyonki. I don't think I even pronounced it right. Other great Turbo Chip HuCard games are like Superstar Soldier, Soldier Blade, Aero Blaster. I'm a big fan of shoot 'em up. But anyway, so this video is going to be about a variation of the TurboGrafx-16 called the TurboExpress. So here we go. I hope you enjoy. Bye. So the TurboExpress was released a year after the original TurboGrafx-16 was released. It was released in 1990. So around the same time as the, actually a year later after the Game Boy Advance. But if you look at it, this blew away any portable system at the time. Not until, I think, until the Game Boy Advance came out in the late 90s or early 2000s is when the portable system was superior. But this was released in 1990. It's basically a portable TurboGrafx-16 system. It runs on 6 AA's. It plays the same turbo chip or HuCard that is played on the TurboGrafx-16. One of the cool things about it is the TFT screen that's used on it. It was basically when the TFT screen was relatively brand new, technology-wise, brand new. So again, even the Sega Nomad, which was released like 5 years later, had a passive matrix LCD display. This had a TFT LCD display. So let's take a look here at this bad boy. So let's check out one of my favorite games of all time. One of my favorite games on the system, I mean. Ninja Spirit. So, again, just look at that. I'm still amazed how good quality is, This is 2012 now, and it's still pretty good. But, I always wanted to do a screen replacement. Now I want a bigger screen. I'm getting older. The small screen is enjoyable, but it would be nice to have a bigger screen. There really is no drop-in replacement, but recently there's a guy in the PC Engine FX forum. He found a way to get composite video out from the video chip that's in here. So here we go. So here's another TurboExpress, which has been modded with a bigger LCD. Let's take a look at this one. Look at that, you can obviously see the difference. It's brighter, bigger, has better contrast, and you can actually see the text on here in games like Dungeon Explorer and so forth. Another cool thing about this mod is it also does composite video out to an external monitor. So let's check it out. So basically, you just plug like a standard audio-video cable with a earphone type jack input. Let's take a look. Plug it in there. Look at that, check it out. Just to prove to you, I will hold it up against my projection TV. You can see the simultaneous display of the game. That's pretty freaking awesome. So this new screen is relatively bigger than the old screen, right? Of course. It almost takes up the whole real estate of the screen area at 3.5 inches diagonally. So it's like night and day compared to the original screen. Let's take a look. Yeah, more comparison side by side. So it does involve cutting into your TurboExpress, so if you don't want to do that, tough luck. But I really, had fun doing this mod. Very awesome mod. One of the best mods that I've ever done on any system. So let's take a look inside of how it's done. So what you need to do is first on the Hue 6260 chip inside the TurboExpress. First, what you want to do is you want to lift and ground pins 19, 25, 29, 32, and 39, and then you're gonna connect some resistors to a few other pins. Pin 20, which is CB, whatever that means. You connect that to a 27 k ohm resistor, and then pin 26, which is your BY. You can connect that to a 88.2 k ohm resistor, and then pin 33, you connect that to a R. Pin 33, you connect it to a 6.3 k ohm resistor, and pin 40, you connect it to a 4.7 k ohm resistors. And then those in turn will connect to the base of a NPN transistor, and then basically you put in the 5 volts into the collector, and then your emitter will output the composite video after a 75 ohm resistor. What you also need to do is this only allows for one video input. So to get 2 video output, which you will need if you want to do both a LCD mod and a video output through the earphone jack, you will need to add an additional NPN transistor with the 75 ohm to it. So right at the base of this transistor, you add in another transistor using the same 5 volt power source. In addition to the resistor I mentioned and the transistor I mentioned, you also need one of these LCD monitors. This is basically used for backup camera in a car, to view backup camera. This goes for about $20 or $30 on eBay. So what you gotta do is you're gonna use this screen and use the old TE screen and use that as a template and trim up this screen. You're gonna also have to cut into the PC Engine to fit it in the new screen. So inside, this is the Hue 6260. Actually, I'm sorry, did I say that wrong? Yeah, I said it right. 6260. So you can see my resistors underneath that big blob of hot glue is my resistors. So here you go. You can see where I lifted the pin and ground it. So do this at your own risk. You will need very steady hands and some soldering experience to do this. So here you see my resistor. Here you see my 2 transistors up here. This transistor here is for the video out through the earphone jack. And here is my video to my LCD. So here's the LCD. So it's a perfect fit for the LCD we're using. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. You have any question, give me a holler. You can find me on the PC Engine FX forum as a TurboCon. That's what I go by. Anyway, peace out.